Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome to this year's Kansas Xfinity Series race. This year's Xfinity Series race at Kansas begins with Brandon Jones and Taylor Gray battling for the lead. Gray takes the lead away from BJ, that's Brandon Jones, not to be confused with BJ McLeod. Meanwhile, Brandon Jones has to defend second from Justin Allgaier. Harrison Burton is running in 27th. Holy crapper! Justin Allgaier manages to get past Brandon Jones for second, and before you know it, Allgaier's in the lead. But Taylor Gray isn't going to go down without a fight. He engages in a battle for the lead with Allgaier. Meanwhile, Zillisch is in 5th. But anyways, Allgaier now has a 2-second lead gap over Gray as he starts falling back, and Brandon Jones manages to take second away from him. Creed and Zillisch battle for 11th. So far, not much is going on, and Allgaier starts putting several drivers a lap down. Leland Honeyman nearly loses control, but managed to save it. Connor Zillisch overtakes Gray for 4th. Brendan Queen also managed to get past Jesse Love for 6th. Just like that, Justin Allgaier wins the first stage of the 2025 Kansas Lottery 300. But anyways, our first race off pit road begins, and Brandon Jones wins the race off pit road. We also lost Wayne Nelson, and we have a nice tribute to him, at least on the TV broadcast. If you saw the race live, you wouldn't see it. Rest in peace, Mr. Nelson. Your memories with us will last forever, and it's sad that you were gone too soon. But anyways, after that nice tribute, the second stage begins with Brandon Jones getting pushed to the lead until Justin Allgaier gained enough momentum to get the lead. Oh, come on! Austin Hill is in 5th. Thankfully, he fell back to 7th. And the caution just came out as Jeb Burton lost control. The caution ends with Allgaier and Brandon Jones battling for the lead. And then all of a sudden, Brandon Jones got the lead until he lost it. Man, nothing can stop Allgaier. DT moves up to 8th. Roger Carruth is running in 10th, trying to hold off Jesse Love. Brennan Poole is trying his best to race for the free pass position, which is why he's racing so aggressively. It's probably why NASCAR doesn't have the blue flag being waved to allow faster cars to get by, because they encourage that. Usually when other drivers have to lap the cars, they wave the blue flag to indicate that they have to slow down, but in NASCAR it doesn't usually happen. Allgaier, once again, gets a 2-second lead gap, and not much is going on, even in the second stage. Justin Allgaier managed to do yet another stage sweep as he won the second stage of the Kansas Lottery 300. Our next race off pit road begins, and Brandon Jones wins the race off pit road again. But anyways, the third and final stage begins with Brandon Jones and Zillisch battling for the lead. Holy crapper, did you see that? Zillisch is in the lead! Yes! I always like when I see Zillisch in the lead. Mayer is holding off Austin Hill. Don't let him get past you, man! Zillisch and Brandon Jones go at it. Meanwhile, Harrison and Carruth battle for 19th. The battle goes 3 wide as even Zillisch joins in. Zillisch managed to get past both Carruth and Harrison. Wait, what? Oh, come on! Austin Hill managed to get past Justin Allgaier. Dang it! Allgaier is not slowing down. Allgaier managed to get past Hill even when he had to fight for him for position. Yes! You go, man! Even though Allgaier respects Austin Hill, but I don't think he should because of what happened with him and Eric Amaral. That will never be forgiven. Zillisch and Brandon Jones continue to battle for the lead, and the two also get caught up in lap traffic. Even though Zillisch lost the lead, he still refuses to slow down. Here we go. Mayer is the first to come down to pit road, and next to join in is Sheldon Creed. Justin Allgaier also makes his pit stop, and several more, including Brandon Jones, also join in. Zillisch is next to come down to pit road. Harrison Burton comes down to pit road. Brendan Queen is now in the lead, and Justin Bossingor hits the wall and causes another caution. If in case you're wondering why I'm not getting upset with those caution periods, it's because I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying to refrain from making myself look like a fool whenever I hear a caution. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. He also got involved with Sanchez. Hopefully, this will give Zillisch a chance to pass. Fingers crossed. But anyway, several drivers come down to pit road, and Brandon Jones wins the race off pit road. The caution ends with Justin Allgaier jumping to the lead. He's still got it! But then he loses the lead to Brandon Jones and Zillisch. Zillisch is battling Brandon Jones for the lead. Zillisch is just not able to pass Brandon Jones, aka BJ, and as he pulls away with a 1 second lead gap. Even with 13 to go, Brandon Jones continues to lead. Brendan Queen and Nick Sanchez battle for 8th. He does a great job at holding off Sanchez until he got past him. Yeah, not even Corey Heim was able to get past Brendan Queen, but somehow Nick Sanchez was able to do it. Figures, am I right? Sammy Smith and Sheldon Creed battle for 4th. And just like that, Brendan Jones wins a mediocre at best race. Yeah, I was so wanting Zillisch to win, but hey, at least Austin Hill didn't win this time. It gets a 7 out of 10. Not bad, but not great either. Hopefully the Cup Series race will be better. But anyways, here's the Cup Series race. Well, I had to fit this into the same video because of an unexpected day trip that got in the way of my filming schedule. Yeah, you should always tell your parents that you're going to be filming something before you do so. Because sometimes they're unaware. So yeah, on to the Cup Series race. Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and welcome to the second part of the Sunflower State Weekend. Last year, Ross Chastain had an epic victory. Will another driver get an epic win this year? Well, let's find out. Also, Austin Cindric had to go to the rear. Dang it! But anyways, this year's Kansas playoff / chase race begins with Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin battling for the lead. Briscoe managed to pull away, but Hamlin is not slowing down, and SVG had to go down to pit road to serve a penalty. Dang it! Hamlin continues to run down Briscoe. Both drivers have to deal with Larson. Hamlin does a good job at holding off Larson while trying to get closer to Briscoe. Hamlin and Briscoe continue to go at it. So far, not much is going on. Hamlin manages to get past Briscoe, and this proves that, yet again, the claims of not being able to pass in the next-gen car is pure and utter BS. Seriously, like, you know that more horsepower will help passing as it'll help improve acceleration, but you want to know what it also does? It also creates the effect of eliminating parity and having one team get away with the whole package. So yeah, that's what it also does, because I've seen Formula 1. The cars in Formula 1 have 1,000 horsepower, and McLaren is nearly dominating the race, while Max Verstappen has won some races so far, but so far it's been a McLaren dominance. So yeah, it's why NASCAR wants to keep the horsepower numbers at bay so that they can increase parity. Hamlin proves it can be done. Just like that, Hamlin pulls away with a 1 second lead gap, while Briscoe has to hold off Larson. Oh, come on, Kyle Larson managed to get past Chase Briscoe. You had one job, man. One job. Hold off Larson so that he doesn't get past Hamlin. It doesn't matter anyway since Hamlin's still pretty quick. Hubba Bubba, aka Bubba Wallace, comes down to pit road, and Cindric and AJ Allmendinger also join in. More drivers come down to pit road. After more drivers come in, Briscoe and Larson are next to come down to pit road. Hamlin is next to come down to pit road and wasn't able to hold off Larson after he exited. Blaney is next to come down to pit road, and Brad K is now leading. Hamlin manages to get past Larson and defends the lead from him. A lapped car gets in the way of Larson and slows him down a bit. On lap 45, Brad K pits in. Hamlin gets held up by Bushy, but he still holds off Larson, and the caution just came out as Cody Ware blew a tire and hit the wall. But anyway, several drivers come down to pit road, and Hamlin wins the race off pit road. Tyler Reddick also has issues on pit road. Dang it! Anyways, the caution ends with Hamlin jumping to the lead. Hamlin manages to hold off Larson and takes the high line to avoid disaster. Phew! Elliott is now in second and engages in the battle for the lead with Hamlin. Larson manages to get past Elliott for second, and Logano is in fifth. Are you kidding me? Hold him off, Taco Bell. Yeah, it's Christopher Bell, by the way. Also call him Liberty Bell if you want. Chastain manages to get past Logano for fifth. Holy crapper, he's in fifth! Zane Smith and Caution Hocevar go at it for ninth. Elliott is trying his best to hold off Taco Bell, and just like that, Hamlin wins the first stage of the 2025 Hollywood Casino 400. Several drivers come down to pit road yet again, and there will be no race off pit road this time. But anyways, the second stage begins with Kyle Larson and Taco Bell battling for the lead. And the caution just came out as Ryan Preece and Ibuto got involved with each other. The caution ends with Taco Bell jumping to the lead. Bell tries his best to hold off Larson. Elliott manages to get past Larson, only for Larson to get second back from him. The two continue to go at it. Both drivers have to deal with Hamlin, who is right behind them. Holy crapper! Hamlin got past Larson for third. Chastain and Hubba Bubba battle for sixth. Hamlin is now in second. Ryan Blaney comes down to pit road, and Hubba Bubba and Giggles the Gunner next to join in. Free Willy also joins in alongside them. Several more also join in. Taco Bell and Hamlin both come down to pit road at the same time. Hamlin manages to beat Bell off pit road. Wait, what? Reddick is next to come down to pit road. Hubba Bubba battles his boss for the lead. Hamlin manages to get past Hubba Bubba. Kyle Larson almost got into the back of Chase Elliott's car. Suarez pits in and gives up the lead to Hamlin. Hamlin has already led 63 laps. Holy crapper! He's nearly unstoppable. Larson just got past his teammate Chase Elliott for second. Hamlin starts getting past lap traffic, as does Larson and Elliott. Oh no! Logano got past Chastain! But he's not going to give up seventh to Giggles that easily. Bell also got past Larson for second. Wait, how did he end up in second again? Hamlin also had to deal with Brad Kay as he's trying to do a Mazepin on him to get the free pass position. And again, no blue flag is thrown. So, good luck trying to deal with lap cars that are trying to fight for the free pass position, because it is going to happen in NASCAR as there's no blue flag thrown. And just like that, we have another stage sweep with Hamlin winning both stages 1 and 2 of the 2025 Hollywood Casino 400. But anyways, several drivers come down to pit road yet again, and Hamlin wins the race off pit road yet again. The third and final stage begins with Hamlin and Elliott battling for the lead. Elliott manages to take the lead away from Hamlin, and Buescher has just jumped up to second. Taco Bell takes second away from Hamlin, but Hamlin is not slowing down. He takes second back from him. Hamlin and Elliott engage in a battle for the lead. We also get a recap of Ty Gibbs holding off AJ Allmendinger, and AJ returns the favor. Now that's aggressive. Hamlin and Elliott continue to go at it. Holy crapper! Hamlin just got past Elliott for the lead! This might be his year! Josh Berry also came down to pit road earlier than expected. Elliott fell back to third after Taco Bell got past him. Larson's also losing grip with the right rear tire of his car, so yeah, one of his tires is giving up. Elliott is trying his best to hold off Hubba Bubba, and the caution just came out as JJ Elliott lost control. But anyway, several drivers come down to pit road during the caution. Hamlin continues to win the race off pit road. Denny Hamlin also has power steering issues. Dang it! But anyways, the caution ends with Hamlin continuing to lead. And another caution just came out as Stenhouse, Logano, Hocevar, and Cindric get involved. Even AJ Allmendinger isn't safe, and if that's not bad enough, Logano gets penalized for going too fast off pit road. Fingers crossed if we'll get a full lap in. Anyways, the race restarts with Hamlin and Bell battling for the lead. Even with power steering issues, Hamlin still manages to take the lead. Contact ensues with Briscoe and Hubba Bubba battling for third. SVG and Lil Bow Wow also get involved with each other. Bushy also got into the wall, and the other Kyle also got into the wall. Yeah, Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch both got into the wall. Meanwhile, Chastain, Keselowski, and Free Willy battle for 11th. SVG also battles Chastain for 13th. Kyle Larson also managed to bounce back after hitting the wall, and the caution just came out for debris. Bushy's tire falls off his car, but anyways. Pit road is open and all the top 10 drivers pit in. Taco Bell wins the race off pit road this time. Hamlin also had issues on pit road. Dang it! The race restarts with Hubba Bubba and Taco Bell battling for the lead. And another caution just came out. Yep, you guessed it. Caution Hocevar has spun out. He gets taken out by Chastain. The race gets into the green-white checker phase as the caution was longer than expected. But anyways. The caution ends with Hubba Bubba and Taco Bell continuing to battle for the lead. And another caution just came out, and this is the caution that was pretty much the highlight of the race, as I will be explaining it to you, and I'll be explaining why it's so flippin' crazy. Yeah, so you wanna know what happened, right? Zane Smith rode the wall like Lightning McQueen. Like, I'll show you what happened. Yeah, he was going like this on the wall. Yeah, and Nematode, which is John Hunter Nemechek, forced him into the wall like that. It was absolutely crazy, and it would have been even crazier if you saw it in the grandstand. The wreck was so bad that the AMR safety crews had to come over. Yeah, you think? Because of freaking incident like that, you're gonna have the AMR safety crews come over. Phew. I'm glad he's okay. I'm just glad that Zane Smith's okay, because that wreck was really insane. And if that's not meme-worthy, then I don't know what is. And the race also gets red flagged because of that incident. The race gets back to yellow and gets into the second green-white checker phase. Anyways, the crazy caution ends with Hubba Bubba and Taco Bell continuing to battle for the lead. On the final lap, Hamlin jumps up to second and he got the lead back until he lost it to Chase Elliott, who came out of nowhere. Yeah, like, Chase Elliott was not expected to win the race here. Like, he just jumped out of nowhere. Like, Denny Hamlin got a Chase Elliott jump scare and pretty much jumps out of nowhere. Nobody knows how he appeared out of nowhere like that, but it was amazing. The race easily gets a 9 out of 10 for that crazy finish. Like, the race had a lot of craziness, especially like with Zane Smith going into the wall like that. But it still gets a 9 out of 10. Like, there's a lot of craziness that happened, and Chase Elliott just managed to win. Like, I don't know how he freaking managed to appear out of nowhere, considering that, stat-wise, Chase Elliott is not the best Hendrick driver right now. Like, Kyle Larson is pretty good, and Alex Bowman might have not won a race, but he's still pretty good. Well, Little Bow Wow. That's his nickname that I and Michael Bruce came up with. And Free Willy, aka William Bard, also has Rudy Fugle as his crew chief and has won a couple of races. But Chase Elliott has Alan Gustafson as his crew chief, and he's not known to be the best crew chief. And a lot of people say that Adam Wall should be his crew chief, and I do agree with that. It'll help improve Chase Elliott a bit. But some people also say that it's Chase Elliott's issue and he's not very confident in winning. But anyways, whether if you think that he needs a new crew chief or if you think he needs to improve on track, Chase Elliott's not having the best of luck when it comes to Hendrick drivers. But he still can win though, especially when it comes to the cookout clash at Bowman Gray Stadium. Yeah, so much for those you can't pass in the next-gen car complaints, because those are BS. On high bank tracks you can pass, but anyways. I'm going to sign off for now, and here's the link to last year's race that is just as crazy if you want to see it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case I haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.